This is a pump that can expand land, but what if you used it to expand all of Japan? What would happen? Doraemon pulled out a time stopper. With the press of a button, the entire world instantly froze. Time completely stopped. He could do whatever he wanted. He inserted a tube into the ground. With a gentle twist of the valve, mysterious liquid flooded wildly into the Earth's layers. The ground shook like it was about to split open any second. Doraemon frantically shut off the valve, but when he looked up, the ground showed no change. It wasn't until a rocket launched and satellites sent back images that the two of them were completely stunned. Japan had been stretched out by an entire ring. The size of the houses hadn't changed. All the empty spaces had been stretched longer and wider. Roads had turned into absurdly long and wide versions. They decided to live in this expanded Japan for a few days to see what would happen. Doraemon shook the dream wind chime. Everyone in town instantly entered a dreamlike state of living and went about their daily lives as usual. Nobita and his friends went to school. After walking for an hour, they still hadn't arrived. In expanded Japan, it took 3 hours just to get to school. Even worse, only Nobita was completely exhausted. After school, Nobita complained about how far everything was. Just then, his friends called to him from outside the window to play baseball. Although the land had gotten bigger, getting anywhere now required walking several times the distance. Playing baseball without any walls meant every time they had to fetch the ball, they had to run across half the open field. In the end, they only got to play for less than half an hour before dinner time. Nobita's mom nearly got lost just going to the market. Nobita walked until his legs were shaking. That night, he suddenly woke up freezing. He opened the window and nearly fainted from shock. All of Japan was frozen solid. He quickly turned to Doraemon for help, but both of them ended up shivering from the cold. The TV host groggily reported in his dream, global climate chaos, all because Japan was expanded. Even worse, their front door was frozen shut. They had no choice but to climb out the window. After shoveling for 30 minutes, they'd barely made a dent in the half-meter thick ice. Doraemon put on super gloves and dug frantically. Finally, he reached the bottom. The expansion pump was right beneath their feet. He used an ice-melting device to clear a path. The ice layers quickly vanished. The two of them yanked out the tube with all their might. Mysterious gas shot straight into the sky and Japan slowly returned to its original size. Doraemon pressed the time stopper again. Time resumed normally. The world finally returned to how it was before.